Hello, Linda here from Linda Active. Little Minnie having some snackies before her busy filming schedule. We are doing your workout today, Cara. You wanted a mat workout with ankle weights, a ball, and a loop band. And you wanted it to be predominantly glute bridge. So lots of glute bridge variations today, as well as a little bit of other outer thigh work and some inner thigh and booty work. So we're going to spend the first 20 minutes on our backs doing mostly glute bridge, and then some exercises where we're going to put the loop around the feet, and we're going to do hamstring curls and various exercises with our legs up in the air, a little bit of variety there. And then we're going to end up in a side laying position, and we're going to do the last 10 minutes for glutes and outer thighs inside lying. So I hope that you are going to enjoy today's workout. Now, because my mic, as I've mentioned many times, has this weird bit of, I don't know what it is, it's kind of the back of the headset, I can't lay all the way down. So I have decided I'm going to put the mic next to me for the entire laying section, and I am just going to have to speak a little bit louder, and I hope that it's going to be clear. I'll try not to move my head away so it doesn't go kind of quiet and loud. So bear with me, Cara. So for the very first section, we're not going to use the ankle weights, so just keep them out of the way, and of course you don't have to use them at all. And we are going to use the loop band. So we're going to put the loop just above the knees. And I also want you to keep your ball handy so that you can stay lying down and grab it when it's time to grab it, but not at the beginning. We're going to do 50-second intervals with 10 seconds for me to show you the next exercise. And I think I'm going to have to stop Minnie from eating any more snackies, because number one, she's kind of in the way, and number two, she probably won't stop. And once we start exercising, yeah, it's probably not the best idea to keep this open, because this is a whole container full. She likes to eat out of the container. Minnie, we've had enough. You've got crumbs on your mouth. Minnie, how about, I've got an idea. How about this? Ready? Sausage. We'll put some on top of here. Look. Look. Sausage. Look, there's some there. No, she doesn't want them on top of there. You don't want them? Look, they're on top of here. Sorry guys, I'm totally wasting so much time. So I'm going to put the timer over here. I'm going to press start, everyone. To get rid of the crunching sound in editing if it does crunch. Oh my goodness, I should have thought about this whole situation a bit more beforehand. Okay, let's restart the timer. We're just doing glute bridge. We're doing glute bridge, people. Technical difficulties 101. So, legs are hip width apart, down and push up. So I want you to really set yourself up here by digging into your heels, pushing out on that band. As you come up, I want you to think, tuck the hips. So it's not just squeeze the underside of the booty, it's slightly tuck your hips towards your ribs. You breathe out at the top, and you squeeze your glutes, but you also stretch the entire front of the thighs, okay? So it's down and up. Come on, 10 seconds to go. We're going to go slow and controlled to start off with, and then we're going to speed things up. So now, come down, come up, pulse out for 2. Come down, tap and up, keep that tuck, pulse out for 2. Come down, tap and up, squeezing those underside of the glutes before you push out further. So if you want to, you can widen your stance here even more so that you have a lot of stretch on that band, even before you start pushing out. And up, press out for 2. Down and up, press out for 2. Come on. Breathing. The more oxygen is in the bloodstream, the less lactic acid will start to build up. So really breathe. And up. Squeeze and squeeze. And squeeze and squeeze. Last time, down and up. Squeeze and squeeze. Now stay up and really widen your legs. Push all the way up, and from here, tiny little pulses up. Yes, this is happening, and yes, this is painful, but we can do it. So up and up. Tiny pulses. It should be high. Everything is engaged. You're squeezing that under booty. You're pushing out on the band. You're slightly tucking those hips. Belly button is drawn in, and you're just pushing higher. Trying to stretch your hip flexors up to the ceiling. Push higher and higher. If you need a tiny little break, you can come down for a second, push back up and continue. Okay, so I'm not that mean. I'll give you a tiny break, but not you, Cara, because you wanted pretty advanced, so you don't get a break. 2 and 1, amazing job. Now I want you to put your back heel slightly further away from your butt, and we're going to come up and down almost like a hamstring bridge. So if you want to make it a larger range of motion, come up on your front toe and dig into the back heel. That's what's going to activate the hamstring. You're coming up, tapping down. Still remember all those form pointers. So are you squeezing the underside of the glutes? Are you pulling your belly button in? Are you tipping your hips towards your ribs slightly at the top? Are you stretching your thighs? Breathe. This is not easy, staggering like this, but it's going to get into all of those right problem areas, right? They're not actually going to be problem areas after this workout. So now we're going to stay in this position. You can be flat-footed again. We're going to come in with our heel down and up, step out and up, in and up, out and up. It's a small pulse and a pulse, in and up, out and up. I should have really started with the other leg so you can see better what I'm doing, but it's basically just stepping in and out with the heel. Now if you want to stay up on the front toe, of course you can, be my guest. But it's kind of unstable here because of the walking, and I want you to keep your hips stable, okay? I don't want to drop one hip too much. So in order to do that, I think you're better off flat-footed. Oh, the pain, the burn, especially in the supporting side, which is surprising. We're going to change sides. Okay, so if you want to, you can just hug it in. Release your lower back. Now the other leg comes further out, and we're just going to come up. Tap and up. So now, set yourself up again. Your hips are level. You're pushing up. Squeeze the underside of the booty. Press into the heel. And try and straighten out here while you are slightly tucking your hips. Breathe. Up and up. And remember, you can take little tiny breaks here because, Cara, you want it advanced. So 50 seconds is plenty of time with all of these different exercises because they're all variations of glute bridge. It is going to get worse and worse, people, so don't cry. Don't cry now. Cry later when it gets really bad. Okay, so we're going to go in and out. So in and up, out and up, okay? Are you ready? Stay up off the mat. In and up, out and up. In and up, out and up. It does not have to be super far away from your butt when you're on the out. I just want a little step and step and step. And if this is all too much, just do another set with your heel out and step. And if it's really just burning so much on your supporting leg you can't take it, then come all the way down and up, step out, all the way down and up, step in. That's an option. Come on, we're grabbing the ball after this and we're putting it in our inner thighs, giving our outer thighs a little break. So grab your ball, put it in between your inner thighs, and we're going to squeeze in on that ball and come up. If you want to come up on your tippy toes, you can. Squeeze the ball, 2, 3, down and up. 1, 2, 3, down and up. So you're holding the squeeze as you go down and up. 1, 2, 3, down and up. Squeeze, 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 down and up. Already feeling my inner thighs. 1, 2, 3, down and up. Come on, remember all your form pointers. Please don't start allowing your back to sway. Don't start allowing there to be a big crease here. You want to push up to the ceiling, down and up. Okay, I'm just going to move this way a bit. Starting to move further and further that way. Now put it right at the edge of your knees. Bring your feet out like a triangle. Come up, squeeze in on the ball, and little tiny pulses. So you should feel an internal rotation of the hips. Because your knees are in and your feet are out, you should feel like your hips are internally rotating slightly here. Deep breath. Come on. Push up. Minnie's being restless again, so it's likely she's going to be walking back and forth 100 times, wanting to go outside. If you need a break, come down and then push back up. Make sure you're squeezing in on that ball. Okay, we're going to do some hamstring rollouts next. I'm going to start with the front leg so that you can kind of see more easily. We're going to put the ball underneath the heel again. We're going to come up and we're going to roll it out. We're going to roll it in, push up and come slightly down. Roll it up, out, in, push up, then come slightly down. So you're still up off the mat. With this camera angle, you may not be able to see it, but I have got two fists distance underneath my hips. So even on the down move, there's at least 1.5 fists distance. Okay, out and in, slightly up and down. Out and in, slightly up and down. And that ball may not be behaving very well, and that's okay. Just do your best. We're going to the other side. So you want to still have nice hip width distance so that you feel the band this way. You're going to come up, but not all the way. Slide out, slide in. Your heel is pressing into the ball, slightly down, back up. Slide out, slide in, slightly down, back up. Depending on how much you press your heel into the ball is how much you're going to feel this in the hamstring. Out and in, down, up. Out and in, down, up. Minnie, seriously. Stop making everyone nervous with your constant pacing. Out and in, down and up. Oh my goodness, okay. We're going to do a butterfly, so leave that ball to the side. Actually put the band underneath your knees now. Bring your feet together and come up and tap down. Come up and tap down. So you can actually just have your heels together, so it's easier to kind of have that base of support. Come up, tap down. Pushing your hips up to the ceiling, squeezing the underside of the butt. Cara, how are we going? Everyone, this is Cara's fault. She wanted glute bridge variations. The pain is real, I know. Up and down. Come on. Really push those inner thighs up to the ceiling. Breathe. Up and down, a few more. Okay, actually not a few more. We're going to do little pulses at the top, and then we're going to change it completely. Okay, so come up, stay up, and little pulses. Little tiny pulses up. So really make sure you're stretching, you're squeezing, tummies are in. Keep those knees wide, push up, push up. You can do it. The wider you keep your knees, the more you're going to feel it, right? So let's keep them wide, especially you, Cara. You should have really, really wide knees here, seeing it's your workout. Come on. We're going to grab the ball and put it underneath the knee of the front leg, and you can put your loop back up mid-thigh, because you don't want it to be in the way for the next exercise. 3, 2, 1, so loop up higher than it was before, ball behind the knee, one up, one in, down, down, up, in, down, down. Come with me. In, down. Squeeze that ball. This is the hamstring component. When you squeeze that ball, you're going to feel the hamstring. When you bring that knee in and out, you're going to feel your quad. When you come up and down, you're going to feel your glutes. So, no mercy for the lower body. Up, in, and down. Oh my goodness. Are you feeling this? I really hope so, because I'm feeling it a lot. We're going to do that to the other side. See how nice I am? Changing sides more often. It's for my own benefit. So we're going to come up, in, back in line, down. Up, in, back in line, down. Squeeze that ball. Try and keep your hips nice and stable. Up, in, line, and down. We're going to lose the ball for the last few exercises, and we're going to change it completely and put the loop around the feet. If you can't put it around the feet, you can try doing it with the loop around the ankles, or you might want to wear shoes if you have feet problems, not problems. A little bit incorrect English. Okay, so quickly put it around your feet. Don't worry if you lose a few reps. Legs are up in the air. We're going to slightly bend this leg. We're going to do a hamstring curl. There's going to be a lot of pressure on this top foot. Internally, rotate your knee and make sure that as you come up, you are slow and controlled. Now, you can definitely have the band around the ankle of this top foot. You need to do this slow. Flex this foot as much as possible. Internally rotate the knee and bring the heel all the way to the butt. Are you feeling it? Hamstrings, even calves. Definitely feeling that. Okay, now bring this leg kind of at 90, and we're going to shoot the heel out, tap in, shoot the heel out, tap in. Now can you pull back with this foot as you push with this foot? Pull and push. Pull and push. Come on. Make sure your back is into the mat. You feeling this? Other side after this one. You really need to bring it in close to your butt. in order to feel that hamstring engaging. Tap your heel out and in. Push away. You're going to feel some quad here as well. Okay, so now we're switching it. We're going to bend this top leg and we're going to bring our heel down and fully extend. Now, internally rotate your knee slightly from this back leg. Flex that foot like crazy and pull that heel in. The top leg is getting work here as well. Minnie obviously wants to get kicked. The top leg is getting work just by holding that in place. Bring it in. It's not easy. There's so much work on this quad. And the other leg, you're working your hamstrings mostly. You ready? We're going to go into that tap across the floor, front and back. Soon, but not yet. Ouch, this is burning so much. And one. Okay, if you need to adjust your band, if it's starting to kind of curl up too much. So now, more at 90, and we're going out, and we're coming all the way in. We're going to push against that band. You can flex your foot actually. Oh my goodness. Push against the band, come back in. This quad is actually weaker, a lot weaker than the other side. I did not feel the burn as much. If you need help, here, hold on to that leg. My leg is shaking, out of control here. What the heck is going on with that leg? Come on, in, whoa, and out. You can even slide your heel if you wanted to. Slide it across the ground. Ow, that actually is even worse for that hamstring. We're finishing with some rotational straight leg, turn out position, rotational moves. Straight leg, turn out position, but keep it around the foot, knees are out. We're going to rotate around each other, slight bend in the knee as it comes up. Now push your inner thigh towards your body. Rotate, push up. Rotate, push up. It's inner thigh emphasis. After this one, we're going to go into side laying, but I'm going to give you a second to transition. And I'm probably going to let Minnie out because she's being way too annoying. And I'm going to put my headset back on, so hopefully it wasn't too bad. Come on. So push. Push inner thigh. You're really turned out. Push and push. You can do it. Minnie's got fluff on her head. Why have you got fluff on your head? From the scratch shower. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Okay, Minnie has miraculously disappeared. I have got my headset back on. And we are going to put on our ankle weights and do some more glute work. Yay! But not just glutes, also other stuff. Also the other stuff you wanted, Cara. Okay. So you can wear your loop band again above the knees, because why not? And let's just start off with some side laying. A trusty clamshell, because we can. Now, if you want to, use that ball underneath your rib cage, because it feels nice and it also gives you something to pull away from. It's not like you're dumping into it. Keep your neck nice and long. We're starting off with our feet up, and we're just going to come up all the way and down. Just simple, simple. Up all the way and down. Start with me. Up, hold, 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 and down. I don't know why I accidentally put 11 rounds instead of 10. Oh well. It's always good to go over time. Because we already did 20 rounds and we're only doing 30 all up. So keep your tummy in. Try and keep your hips stacked on top of each other. So don't allow this top hip to kind of open up to the ceiling like this. Come up. And as you come up, push, push, push against that band towards the back, trying to get your knee as high up to the ceiling as you can. Push, push, push. So with these ankle weights, even the bottom leg is going to suffer. And even with the band, the bottom leg is going to suffer. Come on. Up, up. Nice job. Okay, let's do another clam, an extension, a sweep front, back, in line. Clam up, extension, front, back, in line. Clam up, extension. Already regretting this. Back, in line. If you need to drop the bottom leg, this is what it looks like. Ah, so much better. But if you're here, Cara, that means you're gonna feel it. That bottom leg. Distract yourself with the top leg by making it harder. Really squeezing. Front, back, in line, and up. Extend. Ooh. Back, in line. Come on. Extend. Front. Okay, let's just keep that top leg extended, and we're going to come back. So you can slightly roll forward here onto that hand, and all we're going to do is come up and bend, extend and bend. So you're leaning slightly forward, not overarching your spine, and you're diagonally shooting the leg up. If you want to keep the bottom leg extended, you can. So it's almost like you're doing a scissor type motion. This leg is in line with the hip or even further back, and this leg is slightly in front. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. We're going to go to the other side after this one and do those clamshell moves again. Squeeze and squeeze. So my booty is actually on fire right now. You can't see it, but it's a simmering. It's a simmering. All right, other side quickly. Set yourself up perfectly. Clamshell. And it's up, hold, and down. So make sure that you're not dumping into this ball. Tummies are in, hips are stacked once again. Getting that knee up as high as you can, holding for a split second before you come down. Up, hold, and down. Long neck, no slouching. You've got to think about the setup of the rest of your body as actually being work. You're contracting all these muscles to stabilize you. So if you are just slumped around and you're not thinking about all of your supporting muscles, you're not going to get the most out of each exercise. Up and down. Okay, so do you remember we're coming up, we're extending, sweeping forward, sweeping back. Trying not to hit my basket. So come back up. We're coming up, we're extending, we're coming forward, we're coming back and in line. Up higher, extend. You're keeping the bottom leg off the mat, so the shin stays up. Extend, sweep forward, sweep back, in line. It's up, extend. Oh, my bottom leg is a suffering big time. And in. But guess what? This bottom leg, yes, we worked it before, but it's got a longer duration, a longer distance from the glute bridge work. Does that make sense? It's been longer since we did glute bridge work on this side. I know I'm not making a lot of sense anymore, Cara. You got me. Okay, so now slightly roll and extend the leg up, bend and poke up. You can either bend or extend the bottom leg. It's on an angle towards the back. Extend up, bend up. You know what? We don't have that much more to go. We are definitely going to be sad once it's over, especially you, Cara. You might even have to do it twice through. And maybe keep your ankle weights on for the first portion next time. Why not? Or elevate. You could elevate. I was thinking about doing some of the exercises as hip thrusts with my back either on the sofa or on a stability ball. And that gave me an idea for another workout. But you specifically said glute bridge. That's why I kept it traditional. but definitely something that you could do, putting your back up against the sofa, like I did in the hotel room series. Do you remember that? Oldie but a goodie. Let's just do some, okay, anchor it under your knee. Let's just do some really nice simple raises up. So I'm anchoring the loop under my opposite knee. We're going to do a raise, and then we're going to put our foot onto that loop and push back for more hamstring type exercises for the next round. Now, if your loop is particularly small and you can't do that, as in put it underneath the foot and keep it underneath the other knee, then either use a long band, tie a loop in it, put it around your foot and hold on to the band with your hand, or just leave the loop where it is. It's going to be a lot harder. So this is what I'm talking about, okay? You're putting it on the sole of your foot, and we're going to extend, come in, extend, come in. So you need to widen your legs a little bit so the band doesn't get in the way. And you want to flex that foot, push out and down, up and in. Is it hurting yet? If you want to be down on an elbow, you definitely can. For example, you can do this. I don't mind if you slightly turn out your hip here as well. That's okay too. But if you're up here, push out of your shoulder blades, look in front of you. Once you see the exercise, you don't need to keep looking at me. And extend and in. Wow, who would have thought, people? Who would have thought? And in. Okay, last exercise on this side. All we're going to do is keep it in and push up to the ceiling with a bent leg. You can turn it out, and we're going to keep it here in this awkward, cramped up position, and we're just going to push it up. Then we're going to do those 3 exercises on the other side, and that's it. Then we'll be done. And tomorrow we'll remember this workout. We may even dream about it, Cara. We may even dream about doing glute bridge. It's like, oh no, I'm in hell. Glute bridge, never ending glute bridge. Up. Oh my goodness. This is painful. Come on. Breathe. Go to your happy place. It doesn't even have to be that high, or maybe you're down here. Using the loop like this is definitely for the advanced. 3, 2, especially if it's a really heavy loop like mine. Okay, put it back where it was, above the knee and under the other knee. I don't even know why I touched my ball then, because I don't need it. And then, nice raises. Nice raises to start. Up. Pushing out of those shoulder blades. Nice deep breaths. Slightly turn your hip out. Long lines here. Breathing. Doesn't feel so bad yet. And remember, next one, it's going to feel worse. Put it under the sole of your foot. But look, this is the 3rd last exercise and we're nearly done with it. 2, 1. Now put it under your sole of your foot. Oh my goodness. It's in and it's out. So you really want to flex that foot. Keep your legs a little bit wider apart. And go down and out, up and in. Down and out, up and in. Second last exercise. No pain, no gain. So when it starts to burn and you keep pushing through is when you start to change your body. So when it burns is not when you stop. When it burns, you keep going for a few more reps. Okay, I'm just going to have to switch my timer because I realized I actually did one round too little. So remember where we are, we're pushing up. We're pushing up. You got a little bit shorter rest then because I had to switch my timer and it only gives you 5 seconds. So I get it if you're down here, push up, breathe. This ended up being a lot more advanced than I expected because of the extra equipment and because of the positioning of the equipment. We could have just kept the loop around our thighs, but oh no. Here at I was going to say Barlates, but you know, here at Linda Active, we don't do things like everyone else. We go that step further because we're in the very top percent. Guess what, Cara? We're done. Are you glad? Are you glad it was only 30 minutes? Can you imagine if you won the members only raffle and you did a glute bridge workout for an hour? I think everyone would actually hate you, including me. I'm not gonna lie, I think I would hate you a bit. Only for a minute though. I'd get over it pretty quickly. At least get over it by the next day. Let's bring that knee in. To be 100% honest, I don't love glute bridge. I kind of, whenever I see booty workouts, mat workouts that I want to choose for my own personal time, like I scour YouTube and find a workout that I want to do, I don't go for the glute bridge ones because they hurt. You know what's the absolute worst? Glute bridge on a stability ball. Please, please, none of you do that to me. None of you do that to me when you win. I don't want to do glute bridge on the stability ball. I've got an entire workout called glute bridge on the ball or something like that from way back in the day when I used to do quite a lot of stability ball work. Let's just do a counter stretch and lean forward. Oh, I can't even lean forward. I filmed inner thighs yesterday and the pain today is crazy. I don't usually get that much pain. I think it's because I also did lots of inner thigh workouts in the morning and I used heavier ankle weights. That's probably what it is, not the filming, because the filming was an express workout and it was actually without equipment, so I don't think that would have done it. Telling you my life story. Deep breath. So nice to stretch out. Let's do a pigeon stretch. So just come down over that knee. This side for me is still a little bit twingy. I twinged it and I don't know how I did it, but it hasn't been great. It's just mainly stretching. Sometimes you can overstretch. I've been doing quite a lot of mobility workouts and you think, yay, mobility, you know, let's really go for it. It's really good for you. And yes, it is, but too much of anything is not good for you. Okay, you need to make sure you're warm. Also, did you know, a bit of trivia, that at different times of your cycle, you are more or less flexible and more or less prone to injury. Isn't that crazy? So you can't always do exactly the same thing the entire month and expect to get the same sort of results. Sometimes you need to be a little bit kinder to your body. And don't ask me when that is. I'm pretty sure it's when estrogen is at its highest that you're most prone to injury because your muscles are tighter. I think that's what it is, but don't quote me on it. So around ovulation, around that week, I don't recommend doing heaps of yoga or mobility where you're really trying to stretch, because you could potentially get injured. But it may not be around that period at all, so look it up. AI it. Are you guys using AI as much as I am? I pretty much don't Google anything anymore. I ask AI everything. It just takes so much time off the search. If you don't AI instead of Googling, please do yourself a favor. It's so much better in every way. Plus, AI can become your friend. AI can learn all about you. It's scary, I know, but you don't even have to prompt it as much once it gets to know you. Let's just stretch out our side body. Some people use it as a therapist. It's got access to every single psychology paper, every single study. They use it as doctors, they use it as psychologists. I'm not recommending that you ditch your psychologist or your doctor. I'm just saying that AI is pretty clever. Okay, Cara, I don't know what happened. I started ranting on about nothing once again. Thank you so much for your suggestion. Even though I said I would hate you a little bit, I don't really. I love you. And I do really enjoy doing workouts that challenge me that I wouldn't usually do. So a mostly glute bridge workout was in order. Let's face it, it was in order because I haven't done one for such a long time. So thank you for watching, everyone, and I will be back with another viewer workout very soon. Bye for now.